chief of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, admitted that he was heavily pressured by, quote, member states after the Saudi-led coalition in Yemen was blacklisted for killing children.
This was one of the most painful and difficult decisions I have had to make. I also had to consider the very real prospect that millions of other children would suffer grievously. It is unacceptable for member states to exert undue pressure.
There are blacklists on various topics, and if it's the case that parties that have money or are willing to threaten to withdraw money can be taken off the list, the whole list is not credible.
I think that's your interpretation.
لقد كان اليمنيون قاب قوسين أو أدنى من التوصل إلى حل سياسي. أكدت على أن المفاوضات التي جرت خلال شهرين قبل بدء الحملة العسكرية شاركت فيها جميع الأطراف، وهذه المفاوضات تقدمت بشكل كبير.
And what is very sad and what is not publicly really known is that they came close. They were close to a deal.
As it is, the content of the report, the body of the report stands. Every word stands, and we stand by the figures and the information contained in the report. It paints a horrific picture of the suffering of Yemeni civilians, and especially the Yemeni children. And I think that report is out, and it's public, and it's for everyone to see, and we're not walking back from the report and the content of the report.
On August 8th, the department approved notification to Congress of a proposed transfer of up to 115 M1A27 Saudi Abram main battle tanks and related equipment, valued at up to $1.15 billion under the Foreign Military Sales Program.
Made our concerns known to the Saudis on repeated occasions about civilian casualties in Yemen.
You know, civilian casualties are obviously of grave concern to us.
We're against the targeting of any facilities that can be used for humanitarian purposes.
They're concerned about Yemen.
People on the ground in Yemen are looking at what's raining down on them from the sky, and it says "Made in USA" on it. Is that not a problem?
Of course it's a problem. Obviously we're very concerned about what happened over the weekend. We wouldn't have issued that very strong statement if we did.
We are refueling the Saudi bombers in midair. Our military planes are, in a sophisticated fashion, refueling their planes. Do you think the Yemenis think, oh, no big deal? Absolutely, we should be telling Saudi Arabia what to do. These are our weapons. If we make weapons and we have a weapons industry, that's good for our country when we make them for ourselves. But when we're selling weapons around the world, by golly, we shouldn't sell weapons to people who are not putting them to good purpose. What we have found is that Saudi Arabia is an irresponsible ally. Would Saudi Arabia be bereft of weapons if we held $1 billion out? No, we've already sold them $99 billion worth. They've got enough to blow up the Middle East 10 times over. I think it might send them a message. You know what? Stop the sales. Stop the sales.